Okay, this lecture is about glycolysis. So glycolysis is the first step of the cellular respiration, and it happens in the cytoplasm. And during glycolysis, glucose is broken down into two pyruvic acids. And from that breakdown, 4 ATP are made, and then 2 NADHs are made. Remember, the NADHs are going to go to the electron transport chain. But to break the glucose down, we need to make a little energy investment of 2 ATP. So we use 2 ATP to break down the glucose. And from that, we make 4 ATP, and we make 2 NADHs. Okay, so this little schematic is showing what happens during glycolysis. These circles represent carbon atoms. So a 6-carbon molecule here is glucose. Okay, and glucose is broken down by the 2 ATP. Now notice that these 2 ATP are at the beginning of the arrow, and they come into the process and something leaves. So for the rest of this unit and for the photosynthesis, when we see an arrow come into a process and leave, so we know something came in. For this one, it's the 2 ATP came in and 2 ADP left. So what was left in here, what remained with the glucose, was the energy used to break it up and a phosphate group each. So after the ATP come in and break it up, you have 2 3-carbon molecules. So these 2 3-carbon molecules will allow 4 ADP to come in, for ADP here to come in and pick up energy in phosphate groups and leave as 4 ATP. So already we've made some ATP that's going to be used by the cell for whatever the cell's doing. Additionally, you have 2 NAD positives that come in and leave as 2 NADHs. So these NAD positives will pick up, will each pick up a hydrogen ion and 2 electrons. And then these NADHs are going to go to the electron transport chain inside the mitochondrion. What we have left after that is you have 2 pyruvic acids. And these pyruvic acids are going to go into the mitochondrion to be used for the Krebs cycle. Well, first the acetyl-CoA reaction, and then the Krebs cycle.